Hello everyone, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So today's video, 5 reasons why raised beds are a mistake. The most obvious one is, guys, it's expensive as bloody hell. Have you guys priced raised beds lately? And the different designs, deciding are you going to use treated or untreated lumber? Are you going to use cedar or are you going to use pine? The fillers that you have to purchase to go in there, the debates that never stop about whether or not you can put wood in the bottom of your raised bed or if you can't. It just goes on and on. So when I think about raised beds and the expense that it's going to take to even get a couple of beds to grow food for your family, you simply would be cheaper buying organic vegetables from a producer. The next reason why raised beds are a mistake is that you can still have toxins and nutrient deficiencies in your food from the fillers you're using to fill your bed. So what do I mean? Say that you get compost from your city and they're using pesticides and herbicides all through the city, and they take that material that's got those toxins in it, take it back. They make compost for cheap. You purchase it without realizing. And now, even if you're growing organically, you're introducing those things into your food for you and your family. The nutrient deficiencies comes from the fact that most garden dirt, right, is mainly just pieces of wood. Like black cow manure. You don't know what those cows were eating. You don't know how they were living. You don't know what they were putting into those cows' bodies, and all of it's going to come out in their poop. So if the cows were simply being fed out on grained feed in a feedlot and getting shots of antibiotics, then that's exactly what's going to come out in their poop. So you really don't know how much nutrition the fillers have in it. And if the nutrition is not available for the plant to uptake it, to put it into the food for you to eat, it's not going to be there. So that is like a myth that I hear from people all the time, that raised beds grow healthier food. Not so, guys. It's simply not so. Then, in fact, I've heard people say, well, you need to get your soil tested. I'm using a raised bed. Why would you need a soil test and a raised bed? And then it dawned on me, because raised beds still have a lot of nutritional deficiencies that go on because the dirt you're using is lacking in so many of the most needed vitamins and microminerals and nutrients that your plants need to grow healthy food for you. Now, the next one is you're using dirt or filler. You're not really gardening in soil. And plants need soil. Soil, healthy soil grows healthy plants. So dirt and soil are two different things, guys. Dirt is basically what's on top of the ground. The sun has beaten all of the microorganisms out of it, and it's just dried, powdery material. Soil is teeming with life, with fungi, with bacteria. It's got earthworms and pill bugs and all of the good things that need to be there to create the food that the plant uptakes to grow your food. So there's a big difference between dirt and soil. So I tend to think of raised beds as being filled with dirt, not being filled with soil. Now, the next big reason why you don't want raised beds is because disease still happens in your dirt, okay? So once you get it filled, your big raised bed, and you get a disease in it, it's extremely hard to get rid of it in that dirt. A lot of people end up having to dump it and basically begin again, or rotate their crops more than you would actually have to do in soil, because there's no way to clean it. Soil over time will clean itself if you will leave it alone. That's just how nature is. Earthworms can remove toxins out of the soil. So if you've got a raised bed that's closed at the bottom and earthworms can't come in and help detoxify your dirt, Well, once you get a disease, you're pretty stuck. Now, the last thing is they're simply not sustainable. All right, and this is what I mean. A raised bed, the dirt that's in it heats up so much faster than soil that is covered in heavy mulch. So you basically, whether you're using wood, but especially if you're using metal, the bed temperature, the soil temperature becomes too hot for your plant's roots. And it is not sustainable because of the amount of water that you must use. They have to be watered daily. So when you're doing, especially no-till, sustainable, heavy mulched gardening, what you find is you just don't need the amount of water that everybody else is using to grow vegetables. Now, I hope that helps you kind of make up your mind whether or not you're going to grow your food in the soil or you're going to grow your food in a raised bed. But don't tell me that you're going to grow food in a raised bed because you're worried that your soil has toxins. I promise you, all those products that you're buying to fill those 4-foot tall beds are going to have toxins that you aren't going to want. And most people are not, if they're not going to take the time to clean their own soil that they have in their yard to grow vegetables, then you're not going to take the time to make the fillers yourself that are going to go in your beds. So I just wanted to tell you that. Now, on to misconceptions of raised beds and why so many people want them so badly. All right, they believe that it grows healthier food, and no, it doesn't. All right, nothing is going to grow your food healthier than growing it the way nature intended it, and that's in the soil. They think that it's easier. It's really not, because of the amount of time and effort you have to put in to make sure that your nutrients are correct, that your plants have enough water, and you have to weed. A lot of people don't think you have to weed raised beds. Oh, but you do, friend. You really do. People think that there's less disease in the filler dirt, like their plants are going to have less chance of getting a disease. That is also a myth. And once you get a disease, like I've already said, it's extremely hard to get rid of it. And the last thing is people think it yields more food, more bang for your buck. But guys, one raised bed done correctly can run you upwards of $1,500. So I'm just saying, take that $1,500 and amend the soil that you already have. Now, I do understand, because some people are going to jump down my throat. Some people don't have a choice but grow in raised beds. And I understand that. Some people are disabled and they must grow in a raised bed. I understand that too. And for you guys, please don't be offended. This video was not meant for you. I meant for able-bodied people like myself and my husband who have the space and have the ability to grow in our soil. A lot of people think because they have clay soil that they just can't grow food in it. Clay's too hard to grow in, it's too mushy, it's too that. Well, we no-till on a 1/4 acre of hard-packed red Louisiana clay. If we can do it, you can do it. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please ring the notification bell so you know when a new video is coming out. And I hope that you enjoyed our video on why raised beds are just a big, fat mistake. Guys, have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.